Welcome, you guys. Let me turn a little bit of light on. Now, this three-pop picker card is titled, What is Their Karma for Disrespecting Esoteric Knowledge? But I want to put something out here for every spiritual practitioner, including myself. All right, let me turn some light on so you can. Uh, when you understand how sacred spirituality truly is, you'll be able to understand that learning new depths of esoteric knowledge can increase your chances of having a more fulfilling lifestyle. But if you are to abuse it, then you have to be accountable to be receptive to receive the karma that one, brings on themselves. And I speak for this as I'm not saying speaking to you guys, and I'm not going to follow the same advice. I'm going to follow the same wisdom because the more I become aware of esoteric wisdom and knowledge, it just reminds me to simply ground into what it is I'm supposed to be doing with integrity. This is why, I offer Reiki and shadow work workshops with the tarot that I offer because it's not just for you guys, it's for me. The more I become aware of how potent and powerful that karma is and esoteric knowledge is, it's not out of fear that I humble myself to esoteric knowledge. It's more so out of respect because esoteric wisdom has allowed us to be able to have a sense of peace during times of great chaos. So this three-pound picker card is not to, point fingers and say, "Ooh, you're the bad guy." No, mm-mm. This three-pound picker card is so that we can always be mindful that with great power comes great responsibility. And when you are, spiritual, you and there's so many different spiritual practices. There's different things you can tap into. And this is why um, I'm I'm going to say here we need to respect everybody's individual practices. Okay, I've had people think that I'm a Satanist worshiper. I've had people think that I'm all sorts of things. I I respect all spiritual practices as long as the individuals are not hurting themselves or hurting others. And we've had, religious oppression take place, spiritual oppression take place, in which people with different esoteric knowledges have been demonized. Um, and this is a time where we have to slow down and seek discernment of what is right and what is wrong because we have been taught so much wrong shit. And this is where disrespecting esoteric knowledge can come in. Now, if you are my friend, if you are my family, I expect you to call me out if you ever see me disrespecting esoteric knowledge. Mind you, I will make sure I have a checks and balance with myself that is in the middle of fairness and is not where it's catering to my personal desires or, you know, um, catering to others' personal desires. If you see me abusing esoteric knowledge, for for any reason in any way, I want y'all to call me out on it. All right. Um, but yes, without further ado, what is their karma for disrespecting esoteric knowledge? The purpose of this reading is so that we can learn from their mistakes and realize that when we do get karma, it's not to punish us. Karma is meant to hold us accountable so that we can become more conscious and mindful of how we live, okay? Thank you guys for your patience. And without further ado, I'll see you at your pal or pals of choice. Welcome, pal one. We're using the Kawaii Animal Playing cards today. Now, when these cards come out, it's always a good fun time. So let's see, what is their karma for disrespecting esoteric knowledge? We have the Four of Diamonds, Four of Spades, supported by the Two of Spades, and the King of Clubs here. Well, this person's been doing shadow work with the Ten of Diamonds, okay? Um, let's talk about it. Now, a lot of people think that, esoteric knowledge can only be used in one area of life, but that's far from true, okay? Some people in the esoteric realms can be financially conscious, um, and also they may be very structured. So a lot of times when we are emotionally or mentally off balance, we can forget to be practical and logical with spiritual practices. With this Four of Diamonds, I feel like this person is actively doing shadow work. Um, this is not a reading where we're going to be bashing the people for disrespecting esoteric knowledge. With the Four of Pentacles, with this Ten of Diamonds that's supporting it, they're consciously choosing to become aware of how the abuse of esoteric knowledge is actively showing up in their lives, okay? With the Jack of Hearts here, some inner child work is taking place. With the King of Clubs and the Ace of Diamonds, this is a person who is financially savvy, okay? So I'm not speaking all of this so we can say, hey, let's target them. No. I feel as if this person felt targeted. So I feel that is the reason that the people we could be picking up on a person disrespect the esoteric knowledge. They felt targeted and wanted to protect themselves, okay? With the Four of Spades and the Two of Spades upright, this is not a reading where we're going to be bashing anybody, okay? We have to learn to work together. And I feel as if the person that disrespected esoteric knowledge use esoteric knowledge to protect themselves. Because I'm not picking up on an energy where they were um, bothering others. I'm picking up on an energy where they're being bothered and they use the esoteric wisdom and knowledge to protect themselves. So, Power One, if you're wondering what is their karma for disrespecting esoteric knowledge, this is where we have to humble ourselves and understand that they're paying their karma off. And when you're actively paying karma off with integrity, you don't get bad karma. And you don't get karma in which you have to fret for yourself. So what we can learn from this situation, if this individual can change, so can you. So that's their karma for disrespecting esoteric knowledge, okay? There's no reason that this person should be targeted for their resources due to them having different belief systems. And the fact that they're showing humility to, face their karmic debt for disrespecting esoteric knowledge to protect themselves from individuals who wanted to exploit them and things of that nature. Because they're actively choosing to do the right thing on their own, they don't have karma. So, karma for disrespecting the esoteric knowledge because they're actively paying their karmic debt off. Now, this is important to know. So, if you're wondering, if you've disrespected esoteric knowledge, get honest with yourself and openly, be open to receive paying off your karmic debt because it'll make it much more easier of a transition when you're going from different phase to different phase, closing out different karmic cycles, with you being open about, hey, I disrespected esoteric knowledge. Um, this happens especially when we feel threatened and things of that nature. So this is where we can learn to humble ourselves and realize that tables can turn just as quickly as we put out an intention. And this is saying that you can change. And this if this person is changing, you can change. There's no reason to try to demonize this person, because they're actively taking the time to do what they need to do. And we gonna end it there, y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed that message and you taking that wisdom to use for yourself and your personal lives. Welcome, pal, to. Before I start your reading, I'm very grateful for the gift of selenite. Um, a good friend of mine named Angel at 14th Street, Union Square, who sells beautiful, exquisite stones. He, I paid him to make me a ring with selenite and amethyst and blue kyanite, and I feel very peaceful with it. Okay, so maybe you guys are seeking peace and you could have been dealing with people who are disrespecting esoteric knowledge to target your dreams. Maybe these people didn't feel that they could manifest their dreams with the esoteric knowledge, so they could have used esoteric knowledge to get you to walk away from your dreams. We have the Seven of Hearts. We also have the Nine of Clubs, supported by the Queen of Clubs, supported by the Five of Clubs. So you could have been dealing with feminine energy that was abusing esoteric knowledge, who continued cycles of self sabotage because they didn't know their full worth. And when it came to the self love, they were seeking validation with from a father figure, a king of hearts. They want to feel safe and protected, but they also, with the eight of diamonds, they also wanted to be able to have financial foundation. So that everything they were doing was purposely intentional with the two of diamonds here. They made strategic decisions to be able to produce they wanted to be able to see the esoteric knowledge in full form. So this is where you could have been dealing with feminine energy who did fertility rituals with the Six of Hearts to basically connect themselves to male figures who provide a sense of safety and are healthy financial providers. Okay, and they could have did a lot to prevent these men or masculine energies from being able to healthily court those who they felt emotionally safe with. So they could have also been layering on a lot of emotional manipulation with the Seven of Hearts. Now, this also caused a lot of, ooh, child, with the Seven of Clubs here. This caused a lot of spiritual warfare. And I'm picking up on people who did their very best to try to hide the spiritual warfare. I'm picking up on individuals. They felt like they weren't being seen and they wanted to be able to be validated. So their way of being seen was creating hardship unnecessarily with this Ace of Spades here. And there was a lot of organized there was a lot of organized teamwork with the Three of Diamonds. But what's interesting is The end goal was to attract a king of diamonds. Now, I'm picking up on feminine energy that didn't actually appreciate um, healthy masculine protectors who are naturally financially conscious and savvy. So this is where they disrespected esoteric knowledge to basically create karmic contracts so that they would be able to work less and have an easy, fulfilled life. Mm. So let's get their karma. That's the motivation behind it. With the 10 of diamonds, with the 4 of diamonds supporting the king of clubs, with the 8 of diamonds, the king of diamonds, and the 4 of spades here. They may be blessed with finances, but they won't actually be blessed with what they truly desire internally, which is being able to have a healthy relationship with themselves unless they take the time to actually go about doing what's necessary to heal that whatever tells them that they're not good enough. They may be well paid off just to basically close out the karmic cycle, but they won't be able to actually experience the simplicity with the 4 of diamonds that comes with, um, being able to have a good time with someone who genuinely cares about them and who is free spirited with the king of clubs here. Um, I feel like these people who are abusing esoteric knowledge, I feel like they underestimated the strength of the people that they exploited to walk away from them. And I feel as if because they said they simply wanted finances, they may get blessed with finances. So people can cut cords with them and to say their hands are done with them, but it'll be like a huge payment settlement. And this is where they're gonna be blessed with a huge dose of reality of what they truly desire. They want to be loved and they want to love and they want to feel safe, but because they have taken the time to become so comfortable with simply just having a peace of mind of having finances, romance will be very difficult for them because they will be associated with simply trying to financially abuse and exploit people. It doesn't matter what image they try to put out to invest in, like, say, hey, I'm this person and I'm that. It doesn't matter what resources they have. They're not going to have an easy time in the romance department due to them disrespecting esoteric knowledge to gain financial gain, hoping to basically stagnate the person that they're starting to realize they truly care about, but they didn't exactly respect that person. So they won't have access to a past person that they disrespected. And also, romance is going to be very hard for them because they're going to they're going to consciously be reminded of their conscience. And they're also always going to be aware of the consequences for different actions and choices. So this is going to prevent them from further being able to cause havoc for the people that they have been targeting, for personal gain. But this is where they're getting caught at, because when they realize that abusing and exploiting naturally good, kind people pushes them away, this is where they start to experience, the reality of the emotions that were invested into the situation. And then they realize that it doesn't matter how much emotional manipulation they lay on thick to keep that person there, it just ends up really just pushing the person away. So we're going to end it there. And that is their karma for disrespecting esoteric knowledge. Welcome, Pal 3. You know how grateful I am for humility, you guys? All right. So we have a beautiful set of cards here. This is one of them readings where, one would be expecting to possibly hear the worst about somebody in a position of authority. And this is where what's going to take place here is the truth's going to come out about some gossip. The truth's going to come out about us character slandering. We have the King of Diamonds here. We have the Jack of Hearts here. We also have, the Ace of Clubs here and the Five of Diamonds supporting this, okay? Then we also have the Ten of Spades in reverse, with the Ace of Spades in reverse, with the Two of Clubs in reverse, with the supported by the Two of Hearts, and supported by the Three of Hearts. So let's talk about it, you guys. So with the King of Diamonds, individuals with a poverty mentality, they have been targeting financially conscious, independent leaders, okay? Masculine energy that doesn't go along with the status quo, who creates their fortune against all odds. I'm picking up on someone who had their character defamated, and when you're financially conscious and a financial leader with the King of Diamonds energy, and you naturally seek to have healthy relationships, friendship wise and romantic, because you're looking forward to building long-term family dynamics. This is where you can have individuals who would try to create um, circumstances for them that to basically push them to the edge. With the Three of Spades here, the people who were exploiting and disrespecting the esoteric knowledge, they try to demonize financial conscious leaders who who express their diversity unapologetically and boldly. So they went above and beyond to create very severe circumstances to hurt a well-moneyed person. Now, you know how people say with more money, more problems? These people, they were able to get away with creating problems for well-moneyed people due to them, being able to spread hate about the people. Well, let's just say with the Ace of Spades here, the truth is going to come out about how some individuals who can no longer be a part of financial success went above and beyond to cause problems for people that they would not be able that would not let them take advantage of them. They could have abused fertility magic. There's another pal that's talking about this. um they also could have used shame and guilt with the four of diamonds to basically get money out of these very wealthy people who are financially conscious, and they could have tried to stake claim over these very financially conscious people with the King of Hearts, the Five of Clubs, and the Queen of Clubs, by trying to basically co-create children, but they didn't exactly possess parental abilities and skills. And this is where, with the Nine of Clubs here, they could have been creating a lot of havoc and trouble for the people that they were targeting who were financially stable, because they wanted to experience healthy romance. With the Queen of Hearts, they wanted to be able to be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor with someone who would not exploit them. For, they wanted to feel safe and comfortable with what they built, but also knowing that they could have a safe place emotionally. So I'm picking up on the people who are disrespecting esoteric knowledge. They did spell work against the people that the wealthy men were interested in, because they were afraid of what would happen if they didn't have access to these people. Let's talk about it. So, part of the karma for these people disrespecting esoteric knowledge with the Two of Clubs and the Eight of Spades in reverse and the Ten of Spades in reverse, whoever it is that they're trying to get under their skin of with gossip, um, those people are going to basically get closer to themselves, develop more self awareness, and be able to protect themselves from these people's toxic energy. Also, with the amount of cop blocking that these people have been doing while abusing esoteric knowledge, that's going to backfire. With this Five of Diamonds here, any spell work that they did to try to negatively impact someone's financial um foundation, it's just going to create more wisdom for the person who's being targeted, and the person that they're targeting with abusing esoteric knowledge is going to develop resourcefulness skills. Now, if you understand how being resourceful in a time where you have thieving type people trying to trauma dump onto you to create scams to take from you, it's just going to expose them even more. Also, with all that, as I stated, these people who have been disrespecting esoteric knowledge have been going above and beyond to cop block the new relationship of the person that they're not in alignment to be with. It's like it was a good time while it was, and then it's done. Well, with the Ace of Clubs and the Jack of Hearts, let's just say all that cop blocking that they did is in vain, because whoever they try to stop from getting with whoever, they gonna get it in anyway, and it's gonna be healthy. With the Jack of Hearts, it's gonna be the type of healthy sexual interaction where it stays innocent, where it doesn't become possessive, because the people that they targeted, they tried to possess them with sex, and they can't do that anymore. We're gonna end the reading here, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this quick 3 power pick a card. Thank you guys for being present.